It's just not safe to get into the water. So hanging out on the beach, you're looking good, but not safe to get into the water. We'll be mentioning those beaches throughout the morning, so stick around. Air quality. Did you notice yesterday how it looked a little hazy? The air quality didn't look perfect. Our skies weren't as clear. So today we're going to see more of that because we're going to have more moderate air quality for Orange County, the Inland Empire, through the valleys, and better air quality up the coast and through the Santa Clarita Valley and the mountains. And the reason for that, the winds, they're not very active. So unfortunately, it's a catch-22 whenever we have those gusty winds. I know it's a nuisance, but at least it clears out the air. The winds, though, not very strong for us at lower elevations, and the temperatures are going up a little bit, so that's going to affect air quality. Moderate, that's acceptable for most of us, but if you do have respiratory issues, you may experience some mild effects. Now, who's ready for the weekend? All right, here's a look at the weather. We have 60s at the coast, the Basin Orange County temperatures in the low to mid 70s, the valleys, the IE 78, then 82, and in the mountains, temperatures are going to be in the 50s with a whole lot of sunshine. So the temperatures a little warmer on Sunday. Here's what's happening in the big picture. We have that storm track well to the north, and Sunday into Monday, the temperatures are really going to go up, especially Monday. Monday is going to be the peak of the heat. We have this big ridge developing across the west coast. We're not the only ones that are going to feel the heat. That heat's going to linger through Tuesday. It doesn't come down until about the middle of next week. So the Basin Orange County, you see, the first weekend of spring is going to be a beauty, and then next week, all of a sudden, it's summer on Monday, 83, 80s again on Tuesday, and the temperatures come down Wednesday into Thursday. At the coast, the marine layer could be developing over the weekend. Then early next week, the temperatures will be in the 70s. Now here's the weather for the valleys, the Inland Empire. We've got 70s, 80s, low 80s through Sunday, then upper 80s and 90s on Monday. Heat advisories may be issued. That's how toasty and unseasonable it's going to get. Our friends in the deserts will have temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Look at the low desert. Temperatures here are going to be jumping into the 90s, and finally in the mountains, 50s today and tomorrow, then beyond, temperatures in the 60s. So stay cool, everyone. Now check traffic. What's going on, Robin?
Good morning. Looking forward to all that sunshine. Well, it's pretty quiet. We have some minor issues, and then we have some crashes wrapping up. So it's really a great time to commute. We're going to head over to Long Beach. Watch out for a stalled car, South 405 to the North 710 connector. They are having some car trouble there, so help is on the way. No significant slowing, but keep in mind that stalls sometimes will turn into a crash if you don't see it in time. So please be extra cautious. The drive time looks great. Leaving Long Beach under 20 minutes to the 10. North 5 is wide open. The 605 is wide open. So once again, it's really a great time to commute. Better news here. The 105 connector to the northbound 110 connector was temporarily blocked with an injury accident. That was from the 3 o'clock hour. It's gone. Traffic is moving well. Smooth drive times for the 105, the 91, and the 405. And heads up for a Clippers game tonight at Intuit. They take on the Grizzlies. Tip off 7:30. That means busy basketball traffic on surface streets and those freeways like the 105, the 405, with folks heading to the game. So be prepared for some extra company. Adrian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Robin. Next at 4, cutting.
It's always darkest before the sun rises.
That's right.
Yeah, so sunrise not happening until about 7 a.m., so it's going to be dark a little bit longer. All right, now let's talk about that weather, everybody. Happy Friday. You've made it. Let's get you over that finish line. Checking in with satellite and radar, we got some wet weather up in Northern California. The storm track staying well to the north of us. Meanwhile, here in SoCal, we're going to enjoy another mostly sunny and warmer than normal day. Still feeling like spring. Yesterday was just such a beautiful day. Today we're going to do a repeat. Could possibly feel a little bit warmer away from the coast. So here's what I've got for you. This morning we've got 50s, we've got 40s, still chilly in the deserts and mountains. That's pretty much what we've been feeling most of this week. So you need the sweater, the jacket, and possibly a thicker layer in the deserts and mountains. But check out this afternoon. I was in shorts yesterday and flip-flops. We're going to do it again. Upper 60s at the coast, mid 70s for the Basin Orange County, some 80s for the valleys, the IE, and over in the mountains, 58 degrees. So a pleasant way to finish off the work week. Now, next week, woohoo, it's going to get hot. I'll be back with that 7-day forecast. Robin, take it away.
All right, thank you. We will start off with good news, Belen. All lanes open here in Long Beach after a stall that was blocking the 405 connector to the northbound side of the 710. The 405 looks great. Long Beach, Signal Hill. So does the 710. No problems all the way up to that 10 connector. The 110 is wide wide open. You have a clear shot between Carson and downtown LA. 605 in good shape too. 18 minutes from the 405 to the 60. So far we're tracking Friday light conditions. Checking the drive on the 101. No issues east or west as you work your way between Woodland Hills and Studio City, and the 405 going south. That's in great shape too. If you're heading to work, if you're heading to the airport, a 24-minute connection down to Inglewood. Lynette, Adrian, back to you.
All right, Robin, thank you.
Hey. Oh, hey. All right, well, maybe she wants somebody to mentor. I'm here. Hi, everybody. Well, let's take a look at the forecast because we are stepping into the weekend with warm and sunny conditions, similar to what we've been experiencing with temperatures in the 70s, possibly the low 80s. No watches and warnings are in effect. Now, at the coast, the marine layer will gradually make a comeback. You're going to notice it even more as we step through the weekend, but gradually it clears and we get to that sunshine. Now, early next week, that's what's going to heat up. We'll have temperatures reaching the 80s and low 90s. This morning, it is a nice fresh start for us. We've got 40s over in the deserts. We have temperatures in the 50s in lower elevations. And look at that nice 60 degrees. The reason why it's a little warmer here is because we do have some breezy conditions right along the I-5 corridor, but nothing that would prompt an advisory. And over in Big Bear, it is cold. You got 27 degrees. Now, afternoon temperatures are going to look a little something like this. Mid 70s for our friends in the deserts where the winds are going to be picking up, especially during the afternoon. Big Bear 58 degrees, temperatures in the 70s and 80s for lower elevations. It's going to be a little warmer away from the coast, and we're going to have moderate air quality there, which is acceptable for most of us. But if you do have asthma or any issues with your lungs, then you might experience some mild effects. Now let's take a look at that trend and how things are going to take off early next week. We have the weather in West Covina staying steady in the upper 70s, low 80s through Sunday. And look at Monday, 88 degrees. We have an area of high pressure that's going to be building into Southern California and pretty much the West Coast early next week. And it's really going to heat up. So Monday and Tuesday are going to be very warm. The heat is going to peak on Monday. That's when we're going to have highs 15 to 20 degrees above normal. There's a potential for heat advisories. There's a potential for record highs and a moderate risk of heat illness for those that don't have air conditioning, have to work outdoors, or those that are sensitive to the heat. So stay tuned to the forecast from the First Alert Weather Team. Stay connected with us because early next week, all of a sudden, we're going to be in that heat. Now, here's a look at the 7-day weather. You've got numbers really nice through the weekend, 70s for the base in Orange County, then 80s at the beginning of next week. The coast, there you see the marine layer increasing, and early next week, temperatures in the 70s. A reminder that even though the beach weather will be nicer compared to what we're going to have inland, we do have ocean water warning, so it's not safe to get into the water at some of our beaches. We'll be mentioning that throughout the morning. The valleys, the Inland Empire, we've got upper 70s, low 80s through Sunday. Then early next week, 80s, possibly some 90s. That heat lingers through Tuesday. It doesn't break down until the middle of next week. The high desert, breezy today and tomorrow. The next week, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. The low desert is headed into the 90s. And here's the weather for the mountains. We've got 50s, then 60s. Stay cool, everybody. Hey, Robin.
Hey there. Good morning and happy Friday. We do have a trouble spot to talk about down in Buena Park. There was an accident working here on the 91. So this will be for the eastbound side of the 91. As you head up to the Beach Boulevard exit, you'll see the activity. It's an injury crash. It's blocking 3 lanes of traffic. And they've also shut down the North 5 to the 91 flyover. That's closed. So that's why you have that backup there on the north side of the 5. So if you take North 5 or East 91, expect a little bit of a slowdown for your morning commute. Get out there early. They're still working on it. Hopefully they'll have it out of the way soon. 16 minutes for the drive here between Buena Park, the 5 connector and the 110, 105 wide open, 405 wide open. So it's not all bad news. We're also checking the trip for the 14. That is definitely picking up. It's very quiet, but check out the drive time. It's on the rise. 36 minutes for South 14. That's to make it from Palmdale off to the Newhall Pass. 405 South looking good. South 5 looking good too from Santa Clarita on down to East LA. Adrian, back to you.
Robin, thank you.